friends. Welcome to this week's M-Kids Bible Adventure.
Hello, kids! Welcome back to another exciting adventure from the Bible. I'm here with my friends, my crew, Wanzi, Mwizu, and Mapalo. They told you about themselves last week, so we'll get right into the story. Are you guys ready?
Yes!
Awesome! Today, we're going to read a story about a very interesting name, Zelophehad. Have you heard that name before?
No.
Zelophehad. Can you say it?
Zelophehad.
Yeah. Okay, let's get into it. So, after 40 long years of wandering in the wilderness, the Israelites finally entered the promised land of Canaan. God told the leaders to divide up the land among the 12 tribes of people. Within every tribe, each man received land for his family. But there was one family in which there was no man to get the land. The father, Zelophehad, had died in the wilderness. He never had a son, but he had 5 daughters: Mahlah, Noah, Hoglah, Milcah, and Tirzah. Those are some complicated names, don't you think?
Yes.
Yes, Wanzi.
I thought Noah is a name of a man.
I thought so too. I'm as surprised as you are. Apparently, it's a girl's name too. Do you know some names that are both for boys and girls today?
Buyoti.
Buyoti. Can that be a boy's name and a girl's name at the same time? Okay, fantastic. There we go. So Noah is one of those names. Okay? Can we read on to find out? Okay. Tirzah, the youngest, cried, "What happens to us now? We have no land, no place to live." Milcah said. The girls felt sad, but they were also upset. It's not fair for our father's family to lose his share of land just because he had no son. Do you think that was fair?
No.
I don't think it was fair either. So Hoglah sat down, not knowing what to do. We are no better than slaves among all these free men. Noah looked at their oldest sister, Mahlah. What are we going to do? We will talk to Moses. God chose him to be our leader, and God speaks to him. We will ask him for the land that would have belonged to our father if he had lived. The others were afraid. Everyone will be against us. You know, women are never allowed to inherit land from their father. The inheritance always goes to a man, to a son or brother. Do you think that's fair?
No.
I don't think so. Mahlah stood firm. Have courage. God always does what is right and fair. Yes, Wanzi.
If a queen dies and she has a daughter, does that mean can her daughter inherit her kingdom?
I think the rules were different back then. I'm not even sure if they had queens. I'm not sure. I think it would be.
Did.
Oh, they did, huh?
Esther was crowned queen.
She was crowned queen. You're very smart. Okay, honestly, I'm not sure what the scenario would have been then. If she had a daughter, I'm not sure if her daughter would have inherited the land. Maybe we should find out. How's that?
Yes.
Okay, all right. So can we read on?
Yes.
Okay. The others were afraid. Everyone will be against us. You know, women are never allowed to inherit land from their father. The inheritance always goes to a man, to a son or brother. We already read that, right?
Yes.
Mahlah stood firm. Have courage. God always does what is right and fair. Moses will ask God what can be done for us, and we will trust in the Lord. Not once did God leave us alone in the wilderness. Hasn't God always taken care of us? Yes, they said. Then let us go to Moses and have faith that God would take care of us now. the 5 young women went to discuss their problem with Moses and the other leaders. Our father died in the wilderness without leaving any sons. Why should our family not get land just because he had no sons? Give us the property that belongs to us. The men were shocked at such a bold request, but Moses went to the Lord and asked him what to do. The Lord answered, "The daughters of Zelophehad are right. You must give them, as well as their father's other relatives, an inheritance of land. I want them to have the property that would have been given to their father, and let everyone know that if a man dies and has no sons, everything that was his is to go to his daughters." That was really nice, hey?
Yes.
Moses went back to the 5 young women. Everyone in the camp gathered to hear what Moses had learned from God. And Moses told them exactly what the Lord had said. No longer would the Israelites be allowed to follow old customs. They were to follow God, who loved and provided for all his people, men and women alike. Laughing and crying in joy, the girls praised God. They were thankful that God cared about them, and they knew they could always trust God to do what was right. Some of the people worried that the land might fall into the wrong hands if any of the women married a man who was not from their tribe. So Moses said, "Be certain that each of you marries a man from the tribe of Manasseh. That way, the land will stay in your family." "We will do that," promised Mahlah, Noah, Hoglah, Milcah, and Tirzah. The 5 daughters followed Moses' instructions, and the land they inherited stayed in their family. The end. Yes, Wanzi?
Is the tribe you said a tribe from Israel?
Yes. Manasseh. What is it? The tribe of Manasseh. Yes, it is. Okay. Alrighty. So, what have we learned today from today's story? Hands everywhere. Yes.
We learned that when you ask anything from God, He will provide.
God hears us, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yes, Wanzi.
When God says that when you ask something from God and you're brave, God will provide whatever you want.
When you ask and you're brave, huh?
Yes, and you
Okay.
believe in Him.
And you believe in him. So, what if I ask, I'm brave, and I'm bold, courageous, and I say, "God, I want you to kill that person." Is God going to give me whatever I want? No. So we need to ask according to God's will. Then He will give us. Okay? So we need to be bold, we need to be courageous, but we also need to ask according to what it is that He approves of. Can we do that?
Yes.
Okay. So, some more interesting facts. Women have not always had the same rights as men. Did you know that?
Yes.
That was unfair, don't you think?
Yes.
They have been treated poorly, as if they were not important. In some countries today, women are still treated that way. The leaders of those countries need to learn from the Bible how God wants women to be treated. Yes, Wanzi.
What if we grow up? Does that mean that we're going to be treated like that?
That's a brilliant question. Today, the rules are very different. There's a lot of changes that have happened. There were women that went before us that would probably be our great-great-great-great-great-grandmas. They fought for women's rights, and they're still fighting for women's rights. So I think when you grow up, things will be a lot better. They're still good right now, but there's also some injustices that women are not treated fairly, but it's definitely better than it was back in the Bible times. But you'll be okay. Yeah? Okay. So here's an interesting fact. You already talked about this, but I'll read it. Noah can be a name for a man or a woman. As a man's name, like Noah who built the ark, it means rest or comfort. As a woman's name, like in this story, it means motion or movement. Okay? So they have two different meanings. Zelophehad's daughter Noah and her sisters set into motion some new laws for women. Yes, Wanzi?
What does the word motion mean?
Motion, like movement. To move. Yeah. Okay. So when someone says the car is in motion, it simply means the car is moving. Okay? All right. So some truths from God's word. God is fair. Do we agree?
Yes.
Why do we agree?
Yes.
Why do we agree? Oh, okay. You were first. Yes, Wizu.
Because he gives us what we want when we ask for it.
But remember what the golden rule is? Does he give anything we want?
No.
Okay. What does he give?
He gives according to what he says.
Fantastic. So he is fair and he is just. And we agree because that's what the Bible tells us about God. That he is fair and he is just. Okay? All right. Some more truths. He always does what is right for boys and girls, men and women. God will never forget about us, and he will give us the courage to ask for help when we need it. Yes.
When God says that he gives us whatever we want according to his word, does that mean that includes bad people?
Does God hear bad people? Is that your question?
Yeah, like when they ask something good.
Or when bad people ask something good. Is that your question?
Yes.
Okay. I don't believe... I'll need to find out about that. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Alrighty. So, thinking about your life. God will always provide the things you need, but you may have to ask for help, just as the women in the Bible story did. Have you ever been scared to ask for something you needed?
Yes.
What was it? Yes, you can share with us. What was it?
Last time at school, I lost my pens and I was afraid to ask Mom.
You were afraid to ask Mom?
Yeah.
For a new pen, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because she would yell at me.
Okay. So that scared you? Okay. All right. Anyone else want to share? Did Mwizo have something to share?
Yes.
Are you shy, Mwizo?
Very.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I'm
So,
the shyest.
so did you ask? Even after you were scared of Mom, did you ask still?
Yes. But
Okay.
she did yell at me.
And she did yell, so your fears were confirmed.
Yes.
Okay. So did she give you what you wanted?
Yes.
She gave you.
Yes.
Okay, but she still yelled.
Before, but after she didn't.
Okay. You still got what you asked for, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, don't be afraid to ask for help when you think you are being left out or not getting what you should have, okay? Like these daughters with the complicated names. Imagine if they had been scared and they just stayed back and didn't ask. They were never going to get the land. But they still pushed past their fear and they asked and they got what they asked for. So don't let fear keep you from asking. Okay?
Yes.
All right. Just be bold and courageous. All right?
Yes.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to share with us?
No.
No. Well, sadly, we've come to the end of our story today. We'll be back again next time for another interesting story with interesting names. Are you looking forward to that?
Yes.
Okay, and what do you want to say to the kids at home?
Stay safe and put on your mask.
Fantastic. All
Pray.
Hand
right.
sanitize your hands with alcohol-based hand sanitizer and wash your hands regularly.
Okay, guys, can we say bye to the kids at home?
Bye.